Waited long enough. Obviously this video, how to have New York drip. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Italian drip is on the way. I don't want to see no comments about Italian drip. I'm doing it. Relax, get off my case, innit? But before this video starts, obviously do yourself a favor in it and subscribe, because I've got a whole catalogue of these types of videos, other videos as well. So yeah, do that, and without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh, say that.
So I can't lie, there are a lot of variations to New York drip, so I'm not going to be going over everything. It's sort of just, you know, within my realm. But I can't lie, New York has set a lot of trends when it comes to like fashion and, you know, drip. And apart from obviously Italy and UK, there hasn't really been another country slash, you know, state that has, you know, made a big impact on the fashion industry like New York has. For example, Timberlands. I want to say New York was the people that sort of made Timberlands popular. In my personal opinion, when I think about New York drip, I always think of Timberlands. But yeah, if you want to have New York drip, your shoe game got to be on point. Not only did New York set the trend for obviously wearing Timberlands, they also set the trend for SB Dunks. Obviously, SB Dunks are predominantly a skate shoe, and the skate culture in New York is crazy. So obviously it did make sense that, you know, New York people would rep this shoe. And it wouldn't be New York drip without obviously a pair of Jordans. Obviously you got two main Jordans that everyone and their grandmother wears. Obviously the Jordan 1s and the Jordan 4s. However, I would say the UK was the main sort of country to make Jordan 4s popular. Because back in the day when Jordan 1s were actually popular, they wasn't actually sold in the UK. It was only the Jordan 4s and a couple of other Jordans. So majority of people in the UK actually rock Jordan 4s. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to New York. There's two other Jordans that I would say New York people do rock. And those are Jordan 11s, which, you know, a very, very respectable shoe. And also the Jordan Foamposites. I wouldn't say the Foamposites are that popular, obviously, now. But back in the day, they used to be mad popular in New York. So yeah, if you do want New York drip, it would have to be them sort of shoes. Obviously, you can branch out with, you know, different types of shoes or whatever, but those are the main shoes. Okay, cool. And now we're moving on to the jeans section. Okay, so in terms of jeans, if we're talking back in the day, definitely some True Religion or some Avisu jeans.
Oh, your trousers are funny, fam.
Those were the main two that was sort of, you know, lit back in the day, and maybe Levi's as well.
Levi jeans. Levi jeans. Karate trousers.
But I'd say in this day and age, if you want New York drip, it probably has to go with the Amiri jeans. But regardless, any one of these jeans are a 30 pick. However, yeah, this is a very crucial point in New York drip, yeah. Obviously, the style of these jeans. They can't be mad skinny. They can't be, you know, hugging up your ankle, yeah. You got to have these jeans sagging, yeah. Like, fully just sagging.
I let my nuts hang, right?
All right.
Obviously, say if you're a size medium in jeans or whatever, you are definitely going to have to get 2 sizes up. I'm talking triple XL or whatever, you know. You got to have them jeans sagging.
I let my nuts hang.
And not only the jeans have to be sagging, and I hope you're listening because this is a very crucial point as well, yeah. You got to have your jeans sagging and also your boxers sagging. But you can't just have your boxers sagging, yeah. They got to be hanging out the jeans, you know. Don't ask why, yeah, you just have to, you know. This is New York drip. Saggy boxers with some saggy jeans coupled with some Timberlands on, you are fully on your way to having New York drip. Alright, and now let's talk about a couple of brands that I see a lot of New York people wearing. The first two is Off-White and V-Lone. I wouldn't really say Off-White too much because that is sort of like a global, you know, brand. But I do see a lot of New York people wearing V-Lone. And the last brand that I see a lot of people from New York wear, and if you don't wear this brand or have at least one item from this brand, you're not from New York. I'm sorry, you're just an imposter. And the brand I'm talking about, obviously you guessed it, is Supreme. New York is a birthplace of Supreme, so if you're not rocking with Supreme and you're from New York, you know, you're just hating on your own city, really.
Hey, fuck Supreme. Fuck out of here. No, the bouncer, the manager.
I don't feel like there's been a bigger brand to come out of New York.
What did he say?
I don't feel like there's been a bigger brand to come out of New York.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
All I'm asking you,
And it ain't no Ralph though. It ain't Ralph level.
Let me ask you this. I'm asking
What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
I can't even lie to you, I completely forgot about Ralph Lauren. But yeah, Ralph Lauren is definitely up there in terms of New York drip. So much so, there used to be gangs that used to go to Ralph Lauren stores and just shoplift a bunch of their stuff. And I can't lie, Ralph Lauren is such a goated brand. It's just so high class and it just looks nice, and yeah, just a very certain brand. If we're talking New York brands, it probably goes Ralph Lauren, Supreme, and then DKNY. I don't really see a lot of people wearing DKNY, but regardless, it is still a New York brand. regardless if you love it or hate it, you know, Supreme is definitely, you know, repped New York to the fullest. And it sort of goes without saying, but obviously New York has made Supreme mainstream and, you know, a trend. And yeah, it's just another thing that New York has introduced to the world and, you know, made popular. Speaking of things that New York has made popular, yeah, let's talk about the hats for a second. This hat may have fallen off a bit in, you know, the modern day and age, yeah, but snapbacks back in the day, yeah, geez, you know, New York had everyone on ropes when they started wearing this. And the one hat I'm talking about is obviously the New York Yankee snapback. And this hat was so popular and, you know, just so trendy that you had people that wasn't even from New York repping this. I think I even had one of these hats at one point, and I'm from the UK. But real talk, yeah, whoever designed this logo is an absolute genius. Obviously, if you're white, yeah, you can wear this snapback on its own. But say if you're black or whatever, yeah, you need some sort of do-rag to go with it or some sort of wave cap. And there's only real two coats that really solidify you having New York drip. And those coats are obviously a Canada Goose. And yes, you guessed it,
Monclizzy.
Another thing that you can wear to have New York drip as well is a Nike Tech fleece. But I feel like every country wears Nike Tech fleeces now, so it's not really, you know, a big deal. But I will say it was either New York or the UK to actually popularise Nike Tech fleeces. Fight in the comment section below on, you know, who actually, you know, popularised the trend. I'm going to say the UK because I've seen man rocking that since like 2013, 14. So, you know, it's one of them ones. And also ski masks. A lot of people call them Pooh Shiesties because obviously he is like known for wearing them. But I do want to say this, yeah, the UK actually introduced ski masks to like the mainstream because we have been rocking ski masks since 2014 to 15, let's say. And also I do see a lot of New York man wearing red Timberlands, red Air Forces, Supreme for fuck's sake, you know, Supreme's, you know, all red and that. So, you know, I would say red is New York's colour. But yeah, New York drip, very, very dirty drip. I wouldn't say it's my favourite drip. I am from the UK. I'd probably say, it's not the UK is my favourite drip. I'd probably say France has my favourite drip. Them man know how to dress. And yeah, if you want to see a video of me, you know, showing you how to have French drip, you know, click this video. And without further ado, I'm out.
Oh, say less.